folks! Welcome back to Nostalgianomics. Yes, I heard Metazoo has failed and closed its doors. No, this is not going to be a video gloating about being right about that. There's enough voices all over YouTube doing that, I'm sure, and you don't need another one. Besides, I feel like my track record speaks for itself at this point. I don't need another plaque on the wall to show I was right about something else. What I do want to talk about is what this means, for one, other newer TCGs that popped up during the pandemic or post-pandemic, such as Lorcana, such as One Piece. I think we need to talk about what this means for Pokemon going forward, if it's a good thing, if it's a bad thing. And then last, we need to talk about what's going to happen to all that money. What's going to happen to all that money sloshing around out there in the ether every month from the Metazoo collectors, players, and investors? It's usually going to go somewhere. People don't usually just say, okay, I guess I'll just throw it in the bank account and not spend it. No, it's going to go somewhere. Now, sure, some people will most likely leave collecting altogether. It'll just have a bad taste in their mouths. Some people will probably flock to safer places like Pokemon, like Magic. And then others might just want to gamble more and keep rolling dice and saying, okay, One Piece is next. Okay, Lorcana's next. Let's keep rolling dice. Let's keep pumping this market. And so that's going to be interesting to see. So we'll talk about all that good stuff. Before we do that, though, I want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone who still supports this channel, who supported me over these years on YouTube, who has continued to purchase off my eBay or TCG players. And the reason I know it's you guys is you leave me little notes with your purchases saying you love the content, you love the channel, you're thanking me and whatever it is. And I read every single one of those, and I appreciate each and every one of you who sends those messages. I want to say thank you for everyone who's joined the Discord and participates in there, everyone who shows up on Thursday nights for the pack breaks, especially the ones who participate in the pack breaks, but even the ones that don't. Only 15, 20 people actually purchase packs. The rest of you, there's like 100 and something people in there. Just thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing up, being in the conversation, rooting others on, supporting. That's what it's all about. So I appreciate all of you guys. And so with saying all that, now comes the bad part, right? Stick with me, all right? I wanted to pump you guys up before saying this. A lot of you already know I am starting Whatnot. It's tonight, 7 p.m. Yes, there's a link in the description. Yes, it's in the comment section. Yes, it's an affiliate link. Whatnot does give me a commission to anyone that does open an account. It costs you $0, and you get $15 free to spend on the stream. Now, me knowing this and wanting to make sure you guys get the best benefit from that, I made sure to go out and create a bunch of 4-pack lots that cost $15. I made sure to have a lot of sets that have the rip till you hit option for $15. And I also have tons of singles and slabs that some are more, but a lot of them are, you guessed it, $15. And I'm talking modern, vintage, Japanese, English, it doesn't matter. I try to make sure there's something for everyone. And also, we're going to do tons of giveaways. We're going to give away a bunch of Paldean Fates packs. We're going to give away a Lost Origin pre-release Gengar PSA 10. We're going to give away a Reshiram Charizard gold card from Sun and Moon promos in a PSA 10. And we're going to have a great night. So, hey, even if you don't plan to purchase anything, make sure to show up, support the stream, give me some viewers. Let's get the stream up to the top of the list and really have a good night. And just remember that at the end of the day, take your preconceived notions about Whatnot out of it, and just remember at the end of the day, you're supporting me. And I don't hose anyone. I do everything by the book, above, on table. And so that's all I really got to say about that. Moving forward, let's start off with what this means for Pokemon. It can only be a positive for Pokemon, right? Now you can say, well, now people might start questioning all their TCG investments, and some might, right? Like I talked about, some might just take their money and run and put it somewhere like a traditional investment or just not even collect anymore. It's possible. But for anyone who is just a collector at heart and really just wants something, they're most likely gonna go to something that's a little more proven, that has a longer track record, a larger IP, that is seen as a little safer. Now, guys, I get it. We're invested in cardboard here. It's all a house of cards, But investing in Pokemon has been perceived to be safer over the longevity, right? Over the long term. Some, like I said, may roll the dice and just start, gambling and going after the One Pieces and the Lorcanas and really trying to, hit those free tendies. Possible. But I don't think there could be a negative for Pokemon. I don't think anyone's going to be selling their Pokemon, because they're afraid of what happened with Metazoo. I think a lot of people knew Metazoo was throwing darts at a board, a shot in the dark. It was a meteoric rise and a absolute crash and fall. So I don't think it's going to affect anyone that's already in Pokemon, and it can only bring more money to Pokemon. So that's my opinion, right? Not trying to pump or shill anything. That's just how I see it. 2, why does this happen? Why did this happen with Metazoo? And could it happen with other TCGs? So, it could. It definitely could. And you guys all hate me for shilling One Piece, so I figured I'd give a negative take on One Piece. Oh, gasp! Alex is going to talk negative about One Piece. Guys, I hold One Piece. I have One Piece investments. I'm still talking negative about it because I'm real. I'll give it to you straight. The reason things like this happen is because people are attracted to those free tendies. The reason One Piece continues to go higher and higher and higher is because people are seeing it go higher, higher, and higher. It's the reason people flocked to the Korean and the Chinese Pokemon. You think a lot of people really wanted to collect that stuff? No! They saw the easy gains. They saw people paying money for the graded cards and the sealed prize, whatever it is. They saw easy money, right? Now, Japanese is a little different. It was similar to the whole 2021 boom in English, where people were just like flocking in because it was the big boom. Same thing with Japanese. Japanese isn't going anywhere, but we're definitely going to see a downturn on that market. It's going to return to normalized levels. But it's just what we do, right? People are attracted to those gains, and everyone wants to get rich quick, right? And so, yes, One Piece is going to be reprinting their product. No, I don't know how many other products are getting reprinted or how much is coming, but yes, we are going to see prices decline, and you will see people get angry, and people will leave the game, and it's really going to see how well it's going to stand the test of time when those turbulent times hit, when boxes are $100, $120, maybe less, maybe a little more out of the gate, and they're not going to $200, $300, $400 in the first few months or a year. We're really going to see how that stands the test of time, because once all that craziness ended with Metazoo, once the Kickstarter boxes stopped being worth, umpteen $1,000, and all the boxes were going crazy, and once all that died, that's when Metazoo died. That's how you know there wasn't enough organic interest there. So that's what One Piece is going to tell us. Now, my opinion, I think One Piece is going to stand the test of time at least longer than all these other card games. I think Lorcana will fail long before One Piece would. The reason is, I've seen it, guys. I've seen it in person. This is one man's opinion. This is one man's perspective. But I've seen it. I've talked to people at my local card shop. I've seen people open the packs, right? And guess what? When I've seen them pull these gigantic valued cards, I don't hear them talk about the value. I hear them say, this is going to be great in my deck. It's wild, right? They actually play the game. They actually enjoy the cards. It's not all about the money. And these kids opening these $200 and $300 boxes at the card shop, they're looking to build their decks or their collections. They're not even thinking about how much money I can pull out of the pack. They're spending their money. They're not trying to invest it or make a play off opening the product. So that's why I still believe in One Piece from the very small amount that I've seen. I just don't see that as much in other hobbies. It's more about the money. And then last, let's talk about where all that money's going to go. Where all that money's sloshing around out there that was in One Piece, or that was in Metazoo. One, I think it'd be a small portion that have a bad taste in their mouth, that really thought this was going to be the next big thing, that put a lot of money into it, that maybe don't like other games or hobbies, and they were just going all in a Metazoo. There'll be a small amount that just walk away. They take their money, walk away from TCGs and hobbies, and go on about their lives. Always. But I think a large portion who are collectors at heart, just want to collect things, they'll probably go to Pokemon, they'll probably go to Magic, they'll go to maybe One Piece, maybe some other card games, right? I think a lot will go to Pokemon, though, because of all of the longevity that Pokemon has, right? Because how large the IP is, because of the proven track record on the sealed product and the value of a lot of the singles. So I think that's what will attract a lot of TCG collectors and investors to this hobby. And then there'll be a small amount that go to the One Pieces and Lorcanas and other things, just trying to roll the dice again, right? Just trying to hit it big, trying to get the free stonks, the Big Ten, just trying to do that. There will be a small amount that probably put their money into newer stuff. But I see very few leaving Pokemon or their Pokemon collections or investments because of what's happening with Metazoo. I think it's completely detached. I don't think Metazoo failing, or if Lorcana fails or something else fails, I don't think it'll have any negative effect on the Pokemon market. I don't think people see Metazoo fail and say, could Pokemon be next? Could Pokemon see a gigantic downturn because this other card game, no, I don't see that. Maybe if like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh failed, then you might have to worry. But I don't think anyone's worrying about their Pokemon collections or investments because of Metazoo. And I think this can only help it. I think this money sloshing around in the TCG collectible world, some of it will definitely find its way to Pokemon. And things will continue as they always have. Normal ebbs and flows of the market. This might be one of the peaks, and then maybe later there'll be a valley. But we'll see how that goes. But no, I don't think there's anything to worry about. Hey, it was a good time in history. They tried. They did some good things. They did some bad things. A lot of people liked the game. A lot of people didn't. And that's where we're at. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you guys tonight, 7 p.m. Central Time on the Whatnot stream. And, yeah, be back here in a new video soon. I'm out.